Beloved viewers, we gathered here today to witness this miracle of solving the puzzle that has been bothering you for quite some time now. This is a straight follow-up for the third season's first episode of Learn Hungarian. And today we are going to solve all the exercises. And quite possibly I'll tell you a story about something ridiculous. But let's see. I'm pretty sure you can. What's the word actually? Let's see. Well, you can't really hear words, you can't really see them, you can't really... well, whatever. You can picture it in your head, this whole sheet of paper that I showed you the last time. So now, let's do this. Exercise number 1. By the way, this is going to be long, so better prepare. Exercise number 1, starting from B. I'm gonna read it out loud, so you can have an idea how to pronounce stuff, although I have to mention that because this is Hungarian, you are, if you know the alphabet, that now you are able to read, although you don't have a lot of practice behind you, leaving you with the experience needed to read very well, but still, technically you are capable of it, so just don't be shy. However, just so you can be sure, I'm going to do this. So, B. Ajándékot kapsz, or adsz, with an S. Adsz. Magyarul tanulok, beszélek, írok. Obviously, if you paid attention to previous videos, this comes no surprise that beszélek is different than írok and tanulok. Simply because, you know, I mean, these are back vowel, some of them are back vowel, like, for instance, tanul, quite obviously, but some of them, like one of them, beszél, is a front vowel word. But what's with ír? Yeah, I know. Moving on, because it's an exception. Akarok, szeretek, or tudok focizni. Oh yeah. But technically I can play football, it's just I choose not to. Mostly because I suck. Let's see. This is about Laci. Pretty popular name in Hungary. At least László is the original one. This is just for the official nickname. Gratulál, válaszol, telefonál Mártának. Well, that was tricky, because we didn't have to change anything. Because in third person, did you know? Well, of course you did, because first of all, you're smart and awesome and beautiful. And second of all, I've already mentioned this to you, actually, that if you remember, God, I hope I did that, that in third person, the third person form is what's in the dictionary. So if you take any Hungarian, English or Hungarian, whatever dictionary, you will find the third person form, which is awesome. So that's cool. Yep. Alright. F. A diákok fordítanak, mondanak, énekelnek valamit. Well, that happens every day. G. Ön. This is something that I usually don't teach. The formal version, and yet a lot of people use it because for some reason lots of books and perhaps other rival videos on the internet might tell you stuff like, instead of saying hogy vagy, you should say hogy van, which is the actual third person or formal version of it. But look, if you can't do all the formal things, you know, for instance, in English it would be like, may I ask you to do something for me? I would be highly appreciative of it, or something, you know, silly like that. Then if you don't know the whole thing, you should just better stick to the thing that you know, which is informal. It's much more interesting, and people will love you because you try to speak Hungarian, so don't worry about it. Last one as age. Oh no, sorry, I didn't do this. So, lát, vár, figyel valakit. Well, it's like the third person, and the age, önök, is like the third person plural, while the previous one was singular. So, leülnek, kérnek egy kávét, fizetnek. Something like that. But, well, of course, normally you have to add some stuff to it, you know, something that makes it proper formal because of the attitude you have. So it's not just like, you know, like you do this grammatical stuff and then you're set for life. Grammar is actually quite important because that's the engine of the language, and the fuel is the words. I mean, if you take this example seriously, or can take this example seriously, but to be honest, it's just it's worth nothing if you don't have a destination of some sort, you know, just going on with this crazy example, or you don't have a driver to actually try to figure out what you mean by all this. So there is the grammar and the vocabulary, but you have to mean something with it, and culturally and reasonably, or however I could put this in a form that makes sense. So I can tell you stuff like the green fox is flying in the purple sky, but that doesn't make any goddamn sense. And that's my point. So just the grammar of formal, that doesn't count. You need the cultural stuff as well. Okay, exercise number 2. Well, that was weird. So, B. Mit csinál Béla ma este? I don't know. Telefonál, magyarul tanul, pihen, sportol. Could be anything. Because again, it's third person. There's nothing you can do about it. What about C? Mit csináltok ma este? Oh yeah, so now I have to answer this because it's targeted towards me. So basically, it's us that we talk about. So, telefonálunk, zenét hallgatunk, tanulunk, pihenünk, sportolunk, festünk, a tévé előtt ülünk. All ünk. And D, finally. Mit csinálnak a szomszédok ma este? Szomszédok, neighbors. So, what are they doing tonight? Interesting. Well, zenét hallgatnak, telefonálnak, magyarul tanulnak, always nak or nek, in case of pihennek. One thing though, N and M, it doubles. So pihennek, that becomes 2. Although, it's not an exception, it's just like knock and neck is the thing. They are the attachments. So just reminding you that actually you should not change any letters because you put an ending there. Sportolnak, festenek. Unfortunately, you need a connecting vowel because festnek sounds just weird. A tévé előtt ülnek. And there we go. Moving on to the third one. Verbs ending with T and D. Crazy. B. Én virágokat festek. Ti mit festetek? Ti mit festetek? Right. Whatever. És... Oh, sorry, te. I can't read. Did you know I can't read? No, I'm just pointing random things at the paper. Anyways. Te mit festesz, és a diákok mit festenek. I think I'm good at Hungarian, by the way, don't you think? I would regard myself as awesome. C, as in C. You see what I did there? Use the Hungarian letter. Oh yeah, we are getting advanced. Alright. Te mit mondasz? Mi nem mondunk semmit. Ti mondtok valamit. Oh yeah, that's quite interesting because T and D, although they go together very well, they go together so well that you actually don't even really have to pronounce the D. So it's just like mondtok valamit. Yeah. It's not a special rule if you think about it. Hungarian doesn't have this thing that, oh wow, this combination of letters should be pronounced like this. No. No, really. It doesn't make sense to actually, like, articulate everything. You shouldn't have to enunciate all the time. Because then you end up speaking like me. Oh boy, I'm hopeless. So D, also known as D in Hungarian. Én pulóvert kötök, te mit kötsz? Again, I could enunciate kötsz, but who wants to do that? Ti is kötök. Mit kötnek a nénik? Wow, I almost made a mistake. Oh, this reminds me that actually in Hungarian, during a live conversation, people do make a lot of mistakes. Just like a second ago, I almost said people do a lot of mistakes, because that doesn't make any sense. Ah, thank God, and all the cows that English is my second language, I will not get scrutinized because of this. Wow, scrutinized, I don't even remember how I learned that word. God, I know some shit. Anyways, aka E in English. A szomszédok házat építenek, because építnek, although it's kind of valid, actually, but it's like countryside and like 50 years ago. Építnek. Good work, but seriously, it's the countryside and 50 years ago. Right, so ti mit építetek? Again, építetek is weird. Önök mit építenek? As you can see, with T you have to add something. It's just because it's such a hard consonant. F, which is F in English. Haha, yeah, I bet you didn't know that. Well, actually, if you watched the previous videos, well, who cares? Mi adunk Juditnak valamit, ti is adtok, again, not enunciating, adtok, Juditnak valamit, te mit adsz Juditnak? Just think about it, like odds. If you, the trick is that actually, if you want to try to understand where this thing comes from, you know, just smashing two consonants together, it's just try speaking, try to enunciate it, and then speak really, really fast. So it's you can't do that. Te mit adtok unitnak? Yeah. Ti mit adtok unitnak? Or some. Te mit adsz? Sorry, I misread it again. Oh my god. Te mit odds. Anyway, moving on, exercise 4, because we don't have all day. Probably getting tired. I mean, who wants to do this all day? Certainly I don't. Yeah. Or something. So B, exercise 4 and B. Csinál... God damn it, my hair. Sorry. Csinálok egy kávét. Jó. Mi pedig csinálunk néhány szendvicset. As you can see, just for the sake of the exercise, they put the personal pronouns, you know, like I, you, he, she, it, we, you, them, they, to the sentence, but normally if you don't want to emphasize stuff, you should not add them. It's enough just to actually do the thing. You know, just the conjugation is enough. Right, C. Te tanítasz az iskolában? Nem. Nem én tanítok, hanem Levente. Hanem is actually just another version of de, which is but. But in Hungarian, but is solely used alone, connecting two equal sentences. Here, when it comes to nem in one sentence, you have to use hanem in the other. And that's just some friendly advice from me to you. D. Ebédel még Lukács úr. Igen, de Lovász úr már nem ebédel. It's fairly cool. By the way, you still have to come up with the freaking translation of the thing, so I'm not giving you that. What am I? I'm doing stuff for free? Mit kértek? Én tortát kérek. Laci szendvicset kér. Easy as pie. F. Ön mit akar? No, sorry. I misread it again. Ön akar Alizzal beszélni? Nem én akarok. Ezek az urak akarnak. Urak. Úr and urak. Sort of like, you know, gentleman. Close to Mr. actually. You know, like when you ask in English, like, would Mr. Johnson ask for a cup of tea if I ask him nicely, or whatever the sentence. It's exactly like úr. So if you take my name, which is Kovács, and you put úr at the end, that's the equivalent of Mr. So policemen usually do that, you know, like Kovács úr, you've been speeding. No, I actually don't speed, by the way. That was just an example. I've never ever spent. I parked in a wrong place a couple of times because I'm stupid. Anyways, 5B. Önök. Oh wait, no. The A. We should solve the A as well. Én e-mailt írok, te pedig foglalsz egy hotelszobát. Quite a travel plan. B. Önök is a konferenciáról beszélgetnek? Haha, what a such a long word. Oh yeah, you have to remember and you have to accept the fact that in Hungarian it's all about syllables. So the number of syllables, there are short and long syllables, but you can't just smash stuff together like in English. That's an art that's reserved for Hungarians like myself, because we are crazy and we've been practicing it for like a lifetime. Right. A titka C, which is like the hybrid of C and C. Great. Good work, Chris. A titkárnő válaszol az e-mailre. Mi telefonálunk, ti kávészünetet tartotok. Oh yeah, because you know, like tartotok doesn't work. Ön is ráér ma délután? Oh, ráér is such a cool word. Did you know that in Hungarian there is a verb for to be afraid? And here there is a verb for to be free. Ráér. Just saying. F. A kollégák megbeszélést tartanak. That's cool. And finally 6. We are getting closer to the end, and finally I'm letting you go at the end of the lesson. But remember, the signal, the ring, whatever you call them in English, I don't know, because I haven't ever like didn't go to school there. But I know the sentence because we have the same, like, that is for me and not for you. That's right. Cheers. Alright, let's see. Mátyás az irodában. Szabó Mátyás, tessék. Józsi a vonaton. Szia! Kovács Józsi vagyok. You see, they are using the informal, which is good. Azért telefonálok, mert még mindig mindig. Oh wow, you're gonna love this. This is an exception. Like, you have to use the short E, like with the dot, in both cases, like mindig, but you often, I mean, if you want to be a proper Hungarian, you have to pronounce the second one long, mindig. Yeah, that's something that a lot of people struggle with in school, and often they actually write it with the long version with the comma or like the apostrophe on the E, I in English. So mindig a vonaton ülök. A vonat már 10-20-30 perce áll. Körülbelül egy óra múlva ér a pályaudvarra. Ott majd taxiba szállok. That's right. Mátyás. Jó, szólok a főnöknek, hogy úton vagy. Józsi. Köszönöm. Szia. Mátyás. Szia. Actually, szia is like pronounced like see ya. You know, like a see you later. Okay, now, since I've been getting cooked under these lovely spotlights for over 10 million years now, no, actually, let me look at, actually just like 20-something minutes, but still, this has been a long episode, not as long as the second season ones, but still, let me thank you for just staying with me. Hopefully at the end of the third season, hopefully I'll have at least like 3,000 subscribers, because we have to spread the word of Hungarian. This is a mission that you didn't know about, by the way, because I haven't talked about it. But yeah, I mean, lots of people are interested in Hungary as a culture. It's strange, the language is strange, the people are strange. And yes, we have the same corrupt government as like whatever country on this planet. And it's stupid, but but still, it's even to me as a Hungarian, I've been discovering new stuff like, every day throughout my life. Seriously, it's just we have a history of more than 1,000 years. Like a consistent history, and even then we don't even know where we come from and all that. Like exactly, it's kind of cool. We have lots of stories. We have proverbs for every single thing in life. We don't just say like, and it's even incorporated in the language if you try to speak it a bit better than like usually people speak it. So we don't just say simple words as like, yeah, okay, we say something cool instead. So yeah, I guess that is my point for today, and hopefully the episodes will have a nice consistency just coming out in the next couple of months. And yeah, it's been a great, like a huge, extraordinary pleasure to be able to talk to you, and yeah, seriously, just freaking add me on stuff like Facebook and Skype. Like, what the hell are you waiting for? Like, some people contact me saying that, I did not actually expect that you would answer. Like, what am I? Kanye West? Seriously, I'm not even black. Second of all, I answer everybody. I don't actually get like hundreds of mails every day. Well, I do, but it's mostly spam. So I have some time to answer seriously. All right. Okay, then that's about it. Thank you very much for listening. I hope that your days are going well, and stay excited about the next video. If you have any questions, just you know, like just ask in the comment section or send me an email or something. So whatever. So bye.